All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1019, Canada case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Canada. All right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm seeking child support and back pay from this man.
Okay, just straightforward. That's what I like. Just get right into it. How old is the child?
The child is now 3 years old.
3 years old.
And I have not received any child support.
All right, everyone, get ready. This isn't just about overdue child support. A mother is standing up for what she believes is right, while a man dodges responsibility. But as the case unfolds, it reveals hidden layers, an affair, workplace secrets, and doubts about paternity. The judge stays calm. The mother is fired up, and the man? He's cornered. Once the DNA results drop, everything could change. Let's dive in and see who's telling the truth.
All right, sir, is there a reason you haven't given her any child support in the past 3 years?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
What is that?
We've been discussing the paternity obligation.
Okay.
Under the circumstances, I don't think I was the only person having a fling with Rocky at the time that she and I had that time together. And,
Excuse me? Are you implying something?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I understand that you may have been seeing some other people in addition to me. And the reason that I haven't provided
well, those are rumors.
I understand
First of
that.
all.
I understand that.
Second
But
of
you
all.
haven't complied with my request for DNA test either, and that's my key. Is that if I have an obligation, I like to make sure it is my obligation and not the obligation of some other father.
When asked why he hasn't paid child support in 3 years, he claims he's not sure the child is his, shocking everyone. What began as a payment issue quickly turns into a paternity battle, with a child stuck in the middle and the truth finally surfacing.
To your wife whenever you were having an affair with me.
You're right about that. And honest
So
truth is
you are
that,
admitting that you're married?
yes.
Okay.
And I've told her. I've told her that we had this fling.
You didn't
told
tell
your
me you
wife
were
that?
married until after.
That's correct. That's correct. I did not tell you.
I'm sorry, I won't disrupt you guys anymore. Go ahead.
So, from my perspective, Your Honor, I certainly understand the situation. I'm not trying to be hard-hearted, so to speak, about this, but I think that there's some other questions that need to be answered before we agree on paying any kind of support, because at this point, we haven't confirmed whose child this is.
Okay. Well, I definitely have some questions too, but I don't think they have anything to do with child support. It's more about you guys' backstory, but that has nothing to do with me. However, has this man taken a DNA test at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did he sign anything at the hospital?
No, he wasn't
acknowledging that he was the father? Okay, so he does have a valid point. Before we can actually place him on child support, he either has to accept parentage, which, according to what I'm hearing, you're really not accepting it.
He's in denial about his affair and doesn't want his wife to find out.
My wife knows.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
right.
knows now.
He's lying.
You told her?
I would have heard from her by now. I work with him, ma'am.
Oh. At the welding place?
I'm a receptionist there. That's how we met.
You're her
Then comes the turning point. The mother calls him out for not only ignoring their child, but also cheating on his wife. He admits to the affair, yet now hides behind legal rights while avoiding responsibility. No DNA test, no answers, just delays. Is he being cautious or just buying time?
Oh, okay. Ooh, wasn't expecting that much tea this morning. So, yeah, he's entitled to a DNA test.
Sure.
Okay, so before we can move forward with anything in terms of child support, looking at your financial documents you provided, he first needs to get a DNA test. So what I can do is you guys go and get the DNA test, then you can come back at a later date, possibly, if he's the father. If he's not the father, you're more than welcome to bring back as many people as necessary. I'm not implying by any means that what he's saying is true.
Right, he's
but
definitely
if he's
the
not
father.
the father, You can bring back as many people as necessary to get DNA testing, and we actually find the father and place him on child support.
Oh, I know who it is, so that's not necessary, but thank you.
Okay.
That's when the judge steps in with a firm message: no DNA test, no child support. Simple, clear. And for the first time, we see Mambi take control. Her ruling is by the book. Either sign the acknowledgement or take the test. Then comes the twist. The mother reveals they work together. She's a receptionist at the same plant he's employed at. Now, it's not just a family issue. It's a workplace mess too. When your personal drama crashes into your professional life, how do you even begin to move forward?
Anything further?
Your Honor, can we get your assistance in having this thing compelled so that we can get this DNA testing done expeditiously?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it will be done through the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
Because they are actually on site in the courtroom, and it will be in the courthouse rather. And it will be much.
When the judge says DNA testing will go through the Attorney General's office, it's clear this case is moving forward, ready or not. Then comes a rare moment. He says, "If I have obligations, I'll stand by." It sounds like accountability, maybe even sincere. But after 3 years of silence, many wonder, too little, too late? Is this real change or just a last-minute performance for the court?
To you all to go ahead and use their resource. Okay? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Rocky,
You're welcome.
if I have obligations here, I'll stand behind them.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And there it is. In this Canadian case, the court couldn't move forward with child support because paternity wasn't legally confirmed. No DNA test, no support. But beneath the legal ruling was a deeper story: broken trust, delayed accountability, and the emotional toll of avoiding responsibility. Both sides now wait for test results, but the damage, years of stress and uncertainty, is already done. Did this case hit home for you? Drop your thoughts below. Let us know who you believed. And if you want more real stories that go this deep, like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Hoofer Stories.